Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about USCIS approved your I-130, still waiting on your green card. Receiving an I-130 approval is a crucial milestone in the family-based immigration process. Many applicants find themselves frustrated when their I-485 application remains pending even after their I-130 petition has been approved. Understanding why this happens, what steps to take, and how to navigate delays can make a significant difference in your immigration process. This video will help you understand the common reasons for I-485 delays and provide practical steps to move your case forward. USCIS approved your I-130. Your green card is still pending. What's going on? If you recently received approval for your I-130 petition, you're likely feeling a mix of relief and anticipation, especially if you're awaiting the approval of your green card. But what happens when USCIS gives the green light to the I-130, which is a petition for an alien relative, but doesn't immediately approve your I-485, the application for adjustment of status? You might be wondering why your green card process seems to be stuck, even though your I-130 was approved. Understanding the adjustment of status process. To understand why this might happen, let's first break down the process. The I-130 is typically filed by a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident to establish a familial relationship with a foreign relative. For spouses, children, or parents of U.S. citizens, this petition is a critical step in gaining lawful permanent resident status. In many cases, the I-130 is filed alongside the I-485, which is the application for adjustment of status. The I-485 is the form that allows the immigrant to transition from their non-immigrant visa status to lawful permanent resident status, otherwise known as obtaining a green card. However, it's not uncommon for USCIS to approve the I-130 while delaying or not immediately approving the I-485. This scenario typically arises for cases where the beneficiary is an immediate relative of a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident, such as a spouse, parent, or child. The problem may lie in the next step, which involves ensuring that the immigrant qualifies for adjustment of status. Why would USCIS approve the I-130, but not the I-485? Why would USCIS approve the I-130, but not take the extra step to approve the I-485? This can happen for several reasons, often linked to concerns in the I-485 application itself. The I-485 form includes several questions about the applicant's background, everything from previous marriages to criminal history and immigration violations. These questions are designed to identify any potential grounds for inadmissibility that would prevent the individual from becoming a lawful permanent resident. If any answers raise concerns, USCIS may hold off on approving the I-485, even if they are satisfied with the relationship outlined in the I-130 petition. Some common reasons for delays or denials of the I-485 include inadmissibility issues. The applicant might have overstayed a visa, worked without authorization, or have a criminal history that raises red flags. Inconsistent information. If there is a discrepancy between the information on the I-130 and the I-485 forms, or if something in the application raises suspicions about the legitimacy of the relationship, USCIS may delay approval to investigate further. Previous immigration violations. Past issues with immigration status, such as overstaying a visa or prior deportation proceedings, could be a reason for delays or denials. Request for evidence or notice of intent to deny. What should you do if your I-485 is pending? If your I-130 is approved but you haven't yet received a decision on your I-485, don't panic, but do stay vigilant. If several weeks have passed, typically 1 to 2 months, and you haven't heard back, it's a good idea to check in with USCIS to understand the status of your application. You may receive an RFE or NOID, which would provide more insight into what issues USCIS is concerned about. Sometimes, the delay may be due to issues that are beyond your control. However, it's crucial to ensure that your application is as complete and accurate as possible to avoid unnecessary delays. Understanding the problem. and can often pinpoint the issue in your I-485 application that is causing delays or concerns, responding to RFEs or annoyeds. If USCIS requests more information or intends to deny your case and can help you gather the right documentation and submit a convincing response, speeding up the process. In some cases, you may be able to expedite your case or file a lawsuit if there's been an unreasonable delay in processing. Mass deportations images. Those who enter illegally. U.S. says mass deportations have begun. In a post on X, the White House emphasized that those entering the United States illegally will face serious consequences. The White House on Friday announced the start of large-scale deportation operations, stating that President Trump is keeping his promise to take strong action against illegal immigration. Earlier, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt announced the commencement of large-scale deportation operations, stating that 538 illegal immigrant criminals, including a suspected terrorist, from members of the Tren de Aragua gang and several individuals convicted of sex crimes against minors, have been arrested. Leavitt also said that hundreds have already been deported via military aircraft, calling it the largest massive deportation operation in U.S. history. In another post, she wrote, the Trump administration arrested 538 illegal immigrant criminals, including a suspected terrorist, from members of the Tren de Aragua gang and several illegals convicted of sex crimes against minors. The Trump administration also deported hundreds of illegal immigrant criminals via military aircraft. The largest massive deportation operation in history is well underway. Promises made, promises kept, the Post added. Meanwhile, India has also reiterated its stance against illegal immigration, with the Ministry of External Affairs stating it will facilitate the return of Indian nationals overstaying or residing without proper documentation in the United States or anywhere in the world. We are against illegal immigration, especially because it is linked to several forms of organized crime, MEA spokesperson Ranveer Jaiswal said in a press briefing on Friday. Trump, during his presidential campaign in 2024, had promised that he would declare a national emergency to carry out mass deportations of migrants living in the U.S. without legal permission, and after taking office on January 20th, he signed executive orders declaring a national emergency at the southern border with Mexico. If your application is taking longer than expected, or you receive a request for evidence or notice of intent to deny, seeking legal guidance can be beneficial. With the right approach, you can navigate the immigration process smoothly and move closer to obtaining your green card. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel US Immigration News. We hope you are doing great. In this video, we are going to talk about USCIS approved your I-130 is still waiting on a green card. When you receive approval for your I-130 petition but your green card application I-485 is still pending, it can be frustrating and confusing. While the I-130 is a critical step in establishing a family relationship with a US citizen or a lawful permanent resident, its approval doesn't guarantee immediate approval of the I-485, which grants lawful permanent residence status green card. The I-130 is usually filed alongside the I-485 for immediate relatives of US citizen or lawful permanent residents such as spouses, children, or parents. The I-485 is an application for adjustment of status, allowing individuals to transition from a non-immigrant visa status to a permanent resident. However, delays in the I-485 approval are not uncommon even if the I-130 is approved. This happened because the I-485 application includes detailed questions about the application history, including past marriages, criminal record, or immigration violation. These questions help determine if the applicant is inadmissible to the US for reasons such as overstaying a visa, unauthorized employment, or criminal conviction. Delays or denials of the I-485 can also occur due to discrepancies between the I-130 and I-485 applications or suspensions about the legitimacy of the relationship, immigration violation, or previous deportation proceeding can further complicate the process. USCIS may issue a request for evidence or a notice or intent to deny if additional information is needed to resolve concern. These documents outline the issues and request supporting evidence or clarification from the applicants. If your I-485 is a pending lower than expedited, it's important to stay proactive after waiting several weeks, typically 1 to 2 months. Check the status of your application with USCIS if a RFE or NOID is issued. Respond promptly and provide the necessary information. In conclusion, while it can be stressful to wait for your green card, understanding the reasons for delays and taking the right steps can significantly improve your chances of success. By staying informed, responding to requests for additional information, and seeking legal help when needed, you can navigate the process more efficiently and ultimately obtain your green card.